Because when you are now in that sunken place, you don't really know where the light at the end of the tunnel is. You don't even know if the light is coming at any point. You go against your nature as a human, right? Your failures, your triumphs, nothing more than an overextended uncertainty, frustration, despair. What allows a closed heart to reopen, to begin again despite the pain? The pain from repeated mistakes of the past, pain from bittersweet memories, the pain from forevers that didn't last. What places hope back inside the heart of the hopeless? What makes that person hopeful? What brings the sun back into focus? Is it truly time that heals all wounds? And if so, what is enough time? How does the heart know? Or is it more a process of the mind? Perhaps after proper time to grieve over the love lost, and maybe only after absorbing that lesson does love get a chance to once again breathe. Reflections on the poem entitled Breathe Again. It's a poem I wrote a while back. And I think the first thing that we reflect upon is a closed heart, right? Now, what causes a closed heart? It's when a heart closes. The cause is usually heartbreak. Heartbreak inflicted from relationships. A relationship that went awry, didn't quite go as planned. And all of the fallout from that. What brings more pain? Repeated mistakes, right? Especially for those of us who are hopelessly romantic. Repeated mistakes, and once those repeated mistakes are recognized, an inability of how to reconcile with this new knowledge of repeated mistakes on your own behalf. The bittersweet memories, right? Because when the time is good, when the times are good, they're great. When it goes bad, it goes really bad. But when they're great, they're great. And it's the reflection upon the great times that are bittersweet because they are gone and they are not coming back. And perhaps the biggest of them all, forevers that didn't last. It's, when we're in a relationship, you get those butterflies, those feelings, right? They start running and we feel like it's going to be forever. And if you've been one that's fallen in love a few times, more than once, each time feels like it's going to last forever. And then towards the end of that relationship, seeing that the forever didn't last, it was a temporary forever. And so all of these things weighing upon you, compounded by an immense, intense hurt. It can cause a closed heart. It can cause bitterness. And so when I wrote the poem, it was really contemplating what places hope back into the heart of the hopeless. Because when you are now in that sunken place, you don't really know where the light at the end of the tunnel is. You don't even know if the light is coming at any point. But for those of us who have been there and have rebounded from such, I contemplate what takes that intense pain and allows someone to once again try. Right? Because in that sunken place, you're in a place of despair, a place of hopelessness. So what then allows you to attain hope yet again? What makes you hopeful? And I kind of fall back on the saying that time heals all wounds. And so I ask, I don't know, but I ask the question, is it time? Is it time that actually puts hope back into the heart of the hopeless? Is it truly time that allows you to heal? And if it is, how much time? How much time does a person need? And I think the first thing that I would say is, I believe we need proper time to grieve the loss of that relationship. It's just like anything else in life that dies. It is essentially the death of a relationship. And in any death, you need proper time to grieve. I believe that you have to be able to have time, enough time, however much time you need to grieve that relationship. And the grieving, for me, grieving the relationship has to do with being completely open to your emotions and exactly what you're feeling. You can't close off to yourself. You must be completely open with yourself, how you're feeling, the hurt, the pain, the despair, the anger, right? Rage, if you will. You have to be completely open to all of these feelings. And first, admit how you're feeling. And I think it just starts there. It can kind of grow from there. But you do have to grieve. And so that comes with time. And the grieving process can look different for different people. But you need time to grieve. And then once the tears have dried up, the clouds have cleared, we have the opportunity to take away all of the lessons from that relationship. And you get a chance to learn that it wasn't so much a failed relationship, it was a learning experience. Not so much to learn about your former partner, but to learn about you. The relationships gives you a mirror. Not only a mirror to reflect you upon you, but also it gives you the opportunity to look within. to inspect yourself, to take personal inventory. You learn mistakes that you made. You learn about red flags. And it's not always about spotting red flags on your partner. It's often about spotting the red flags within ourselves. And just taking all of that in, all of the inventory. And finding ways to self-improve. And when you can illuminate all of the lessons that have been gifted to you from this failed relationship, and you see it clearly, then just maybe you can finally move on without bitterness, but with a sense of gratefulness. And this opens the closed heart and allows you to give love another chance. And I believe that's what Breathe Again is about. It's about coming from a place of brokenness and heartache, heartbreak, but then finding strength from the lessons that you learned from it. And who knows, and especially for those of us who have been in love more than once, this is a cycle. But with each round, you learn more about yourself. You learn more about the world. And I think the goal is to learn and to remain open to the lesson that awaits you. Not to walk away with bitterness and not to walk into with bitterness, but to always remain open. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts on that one. I appreciate you guys for joining me on this episode. Feel free to drop a comment. Please like, share this one, especially if you love poetry. And I will see you on the next episode. Just will always say, just remember that to do anything in life, the start does not have to be perfect, but you have to start. My name is Ronaldo Gilly. I'll see you next time.